you watch more back. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I know it's definitely been a while since I've created one of these talk through videos, and as you've probably seen from the past couple of minutes of the beginning of the video, I pretty much showcased the new Zhiyun Weebill-s in a more cinematic fashion. I kind of like to change up my reviews because I'm more of a creator, less of a reviewer. So if I missed any like technical specs, please excuse that because I'm more of a creator. What? But I am going to go through some of my favorite features of the new Weebill-s, and it's been out for a little over a month now, so there are a bunch of reviews out there that go through that spec sheet, but mine just weighs more heavily on the creative aspects and sort of the things that I loved about it. The first thing I really enjoyed about this crane is that it is tiny and portable. Once you take this handle off, it pretty much fits into any backpack, and that's sort of been more so my style as of recently, trying to carry as least amount of gear as possible. And it's not actually very common that I actually shoot my gimbal shots on the Canon EOS R. For this campaign, it was nice to just shoot like on a mirrorless camera versus shooting on like my Blackmagic or 1DX, for instance. The next thing up is the locking mechanism. So there's 3 clips on the gimbal. Once you lock these, you pretty much prevent yourself from clanging and banging, especially since these are a little more on the run and gun side. I know that my gimbals in the past have got plenty of scratches. The next thing is the wireless transmission box. It pretty much gives you a live feed that goes straight into your phone, and it connects to pretty much all the mirrorless cameras that are out. Sony, Canon, also Panasonic. And it's cool if you want to do some directing on the side. Just say you have a gimbal operator and you have somebody else that's directing, gives you a live feed, and it's a cool feature that's added, but you have to buy the transmission box separately, but you can also buy the receiver separately as well. I know I'm blazing through this because, like I mentioned in the beginning, I like to focus more on the cinematics and the creative side versus like the specs. But another thing I really enjoyed was the ZY Play app. Zhiyun has updated their app. The new ZY Play app pretty much gives you access to the gimbal controls, but you also get access to this live syncing mode where you pretty much use your phone and it's able to track. So being able to access all of the modes are really simple. All you need to do is tap this POV button, and then it changes from POV mode to vortex mode. And that POV mode was actually one of my favorite features because I could actually swing the gimbal over to the left or to the right, so like right walls, such as like this shot, and it just gave the camera a really cool effect. And because the gimbal is so tiny and lightweight, I was able to throw it into underslung mode, and that gave me like more shots like towards the ground, and I could like pull in and out of things, and I was just hitting angles that I usually wouldn't typically. And that was actually a pretty cool part of working with the Weebill-s, is that how portable it was. And usually when you turn on a gimbal and you throw your camera on it for the first time, especially if you've never used the gimbal before, you kind of just want it to function in a way that you want it to function. That's something I've learned about the Weebill-s, is that every movement that I wanted to do, whether it was a pan or a tilt, it actually functioned the way I wanted to. And it was really easy to use, is probably what I wanted to really say. The ease of use of this gimbal was on point. Vortex mode is really cool because you could flip it straight up or straight ahead, and then you could do those circular shots that are super popular, such as this. And a new feature of the Weebill-s is that all the settings are built into the actual gimbal now. So there's a little interface on the inside, and then just using the scroll wheel, get access to all these different settings that you usually have to use through the app. And now that you can do it straight through the gimbal, it's more hands-on, and you could actually start shooting a lot faster than when you would have to set things up on your phone first. Another thing that I was pretty excited about was the load management. So I was using the EOS R plus 2470, and that's actually a really popular feature that's been going on throughout all these videos, and the Zhiyun website, is the fact that you can handle 2470 lens. So I actually haven't used the generations before the Weebill-s to be able to compare it for you guys, but I was able to use the 2470 with the EOS R, and it was running very smooth. I didn't have any jitters, and I would crank it to, you know, 70 millimeters and 24 millimeters and just switch it. And I noticed that I didn't have any problems. The gimbal was able to handle it really easily, and I was really happy with the results. Aside from that, I wanted to give a huge shout out to Zhiyun for sponsoring this video. You guys definitely fueled my creativity for this weekend, because I had to take this product and only this product with me and to shoot on mirrorless for my first time in a long time. So that was really fun. And I'm probably going to be flying with the EOS R a lot more than I anticipated, because, you know, throwing the 1DX on one of my bigger gimbals is good, but it's not as lightweight, and I can't get those like smaller, tighter angles, which was really fun for this weekend shoot. Even though it was like super cold, you probably noticed in the footage, Jalen was wearing a scarf, and a lot of people were bundled up here because over here in New York, it's starting to pretty much turn into winter, being 30 degrees and under, wind, and anywho. So if you enjoyed this video, you enjoyed this style video, you know, please let me know in the comments below. I know it's a little different than what you're typically used to seeing, but if you watch the videos on my channel, I try to take a different approach to it, because for me, I'm a creator at heart, but I love technology as well. So like whenever new opportunities like this come around where I get to try out new gear or new cameras, new lenses, drones, anything pertaining to storytelling and creativity, I get super excited for. So other than that, see y'all in the next video.